Hey, welcome back to Season 2, Episode 1 of Real Talk. My name is Matt, and with me is my good friend Sarah. And we're excited for a new season of Real Talk. For those that are just kind of joining us for the first time, it's kind of our couch co-op conversation.
Yeah.
Really is, I think, the
I
best
like
way,
that.
right? Best way to describe it, couch co-op conversation. Kind of feeling like we should have named it that. But anyway, doesn't matter. But we are excited to be back. We've been away for about a month or so.
I think so.
Which that's been good. It's been a good time. But before we dive into what we've been up to and what we're planning and those types of things, what have you been playing? What have you been up to?
A whole ton of
A
WoW.
whole ton of World of Warcraft. Okay, so explain that a little bit. Why are you playing a lot of World of
Okay.
Warcraft?
Long conversation short.
Mm-hmm.
You saw a video about how cool playing WoW with a controller would be.
Yes, I did.
And then you resubbed and said, Sarah, WoW was really cool. And then I was like, I remember WoW being cool.
Yeah.
And now we're here and we're
Now we're
playing
in
it
the mid
weekly.
40s and leveling our way and streaming our way through the leveling process
It's
in
been good.
preparation
I'm
for,
okay with it.
for Azeroth. So it's been good. It's been fun. And we're playing different classes than normal, so that's kind of fun.
Yes.
Is this your first time playing a melee class? Like really engaging in melee class?
It's weird not being cloth.
Yeah. So yeah, you're the opposite. You're playing a rep pally, which
It's
is
weird.
like polar opposite of a mage.
But you know what? It's been fun. I've
Yeah.
actually really enjoyed. Like the rotation I've got is good.
Yeah, it's working for you.
I'm enjoying it.
All
quite a
right,
bit.
that's fair. I am playing a holy paladin, which is like.
And you're a blood elf.
I know, and I'm a blood elf. It's like the polar opposite of
Mhm.
anything I would play in the horde ever. I mean, I have been an orc prot warrior for years, at least 5 or 6 years, and I was a druid tank before that.
You've
So
come to the dark side.
now I'm throwing out beacon all the time, and I don't know how I feel about it. But anyway, that's fine. It has been a lot of fun. I will say I still like priest healing. Disc priest healing and legion is by far superior in my mind because I get to do a lot of damage. But holy healing has been a really good challenge for me.
Okay.
So I like that. I like being challenged.
Keeps you awake.
It does keep me awake. I got a coffee in one hand. I'm healing in the other. It's good. So it's been good. So it's been fun. But
Yourself?
gaming, I've been playing a lot of God of War.
Right.
Which, oh my word, that is my go-to game right now.
Not done it yet?
I'm not done it yet. I could be done it, honestly. Like, I've put probably 15, 16 hours in the
Nice.
game already.
That's pretty good for you.
It is, yeah. Usually after 2, my attention's out the door. But, so yeah, I've got about 15, 16 hours in. And one of the things I'm loving about that game, every time I talk about this game, I end up, like, giving a quick review on it. And I don't intend to.
I've heard at least 3 quick
Right,
reviews
exactly.
so far.
It's just my knee-jerk reaction. But no, it is an excellent game. One of the things I love about it is it's an open world game, but it does an incredible job at introducing you to an open world in a way where you're not overwhelmed at any point.
That's what always gets me.
Right?
Like, I'm just smacked in the face with
Yeah.
questions like, oh.
Like Skyrim.
Overwhelmed.
I mean, outside that little intro, it's like, here's all of the
Yeah.
things.
And that's why you've not finished it ever.
And I've bought it on several systems several times. I still haven't beat that game. But with God of War, they do an incredible job of introducing you to a world. They stagger, I guess, the open worldness. It actually starts out very, very linear, very, very closed. And then as you progress, it slowly opens you up to the world and introduces you to concepts. And now I'm at a point where I'm engaging in this open world, which is new for me. I don't typically do that. I just want to finish it and be done with it. But I really love the story and I love the way they're doing it. And I'm going to stop talking about it now.
I still have to play. Every time I hear you talk about it, it's like, I'm going to play it when I get home. It's like,
yeah, someday. It'll be good.
Yeah.
It'll be good. But that's kind of what I've been playing outside of some review games as well. But that's been kind of my bread and butter of gaming besides WoW. When I'm not playing the auction house or healing people.
The Auction House is its own game.
Right? I am definitely playing God of War, so it's been good.
Awesome.
But so we took about a month off.
Yeah.
And it wasn't time wasted. We've actually been doing a lot of things.
Stuff's getting done.
Stuff is getting done, and I'm very excited about it. We've so as a team, for those that are just kind of tuning in for the first time or haven't listened to the podcast or anything like that, which you should check out over at podbean.com. Just search Roll the Level, you'll find us. We've been doing this podcast for a couple of years now, and this last season, which we just finished about a month ago, Damien, who's one of the other hosts, and Sarah and myself took this last month, and we've just gonna spend it in prayer.
Yep, a whole bunch of it.
Because we absolutely love this stuff. We love talking about games, we love talking about life, and we love talking about God in no particular order. And
Why does this is such a good
right?
slogan.
I know, we should totally use that. But we have really just kind of come to the space of going, God, if you want to use this for more, then we want to surrender this to you. If you want to use this in any way, this is ultimately, we do this for God's glory. I mean, as much fun as it is, I mean, that's kind of the fun part about following God, is you get to do stuff for his glory, and it's fun.
Yeah.
You know,
Who knew?
yeah, exactly, right? So we've really taken this last month, we've spent a lot of time in prayer. We've actually had several meetings, a lot of different things we've been doing to really seek the direction that God would have us go. And so on the flip side of that, which I'm not going to spoil anything, we are planning some really cool stuff. We're working on some things on the back end right now to kind of move us, to kind of help us roll the levels, so to speak, don't mind the pun, into kind of the next thing for us. But why don't you elaborate a little bit on kind of what you've been working on, what we've been working on, that type of thing.
So in terms of the show, we've been definitely doing some planning, trying to organize it a little, make some different segments.
Yes.
So that's exciting. We've thought of, I hope, some pretty good ideas.
Oh, I think so. I think they're wonderful ideas, but I think all my ideas are wonderful, so take that for what it's worth. But
I don't know. I'm excited to having a serious conversation about addiction
Yeah.
this time around.
Absolutely, yeah, that's a thing.
So, and then we will be doing some news also in there.
Yeah, we're gonna cover...
E3 happens.
I know, that's exciting, actually. Yeah,
Soon
in the middle
enough.
of the season that we planned out,
41
E3.
days or something.
I know. I'm super excited. So yeah, E3 is gonna happen. So we're gonna be covering news on some of the shows. We're gonna actually take entire shows and dedicate it to gaming news that's coming up.
Yep.
We're gonna look at. Well, you had mentioned we're actually gonna do a 3-part series on game addiction.
Yep.
Over the season, which I'm pretty excited about. Just looking at some of the different facets of it and how to walk through that.
Experience too.
Yeah, exactly.
It happens.
Share kind of our stories and things like that. So we'll be looking at that. Another kind of fun thing that we're looking forward to is our first impressions. It's worked out interestingly that every month over the next few months, there's a new kind of MMO type game coming out.
Yeah.
Free to play.
Terra even the month before that.
Yeah, we did have Terra. Yeah, I was going to say, we had Terra in there too. But so we're going to actually be playing through those in our stream a little bit, and then we're actually going to be sharing first impressions here. So that's another thing we're going to be doing.
And
hot
topics.
Hot topics. Yeah, why don't you explain that a little bit?
Oh, I don't know. Whatever comes up.
Just randomly pull it out of a hat.
There's crazy stuff all the time out there in the gaming world, and we'll find it and
Absolutely.
we'll talk about it.
Absolutely, yeah. Maybe we'll draw them out of a hat or something. That'll be fun.
That's such a good idea.
Just pull it. Oh, this is what we're talking about tonight. All right, cool.
Battle Royale everywhere.
Right? Oh, truth. Absolutely. So those are some of the things that are coming up, and I'm very excited about them. We got a lot of things kind of coming down the pipe that way. Next week, we're going to be talking about trolls.
Yes.
Not in the dungeon, but in the forums.
Just thought you should know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and specifically how you deal with that.
Yep.
How can we as Christ followers, as just gamers, how do we address this? How do you navigate this without feeding them or engaging in a way that's just not going to be beneficial?
Yeah, it's tough stuff.
It is, yeah, and we're gonna talk about some of those things. So those are some of the things coming down the pipe that we're pretty excited about.
For sure.
And so, like last season, this will be a 12-episode season, and we've got a lot of things that we're looking forward to tackling, and we look forward to having you guys join us. We'd love to hear from you guys, things you're interested in as well. These are just our ideas, but this isn't just us. We want to hear from you guys. We want to see what you guys are interested in and what we can dive into and kind of pick apart and kind of communicate together. This is a conversation, not just us going back and forth.
Yep.
So
everybody's part of it.
Absolutely. So that's kind of what we've been up to.
Yeah.
I think, in a nutshell.
Yes.
I don't think there's anything else that I really want to highlight.
I don't think so.
Do you have anything else in your brain?
Mega Man's hard.
Mega Man is very hard, I would agree. Which, side note, did you hear? Here's a little piece of news. Did you hear that Capcom and I think it's called I Am 8-Bit, they're releasing Mega Man 2 for NES on an original NES cartridge to play in the original NES, and they're also releasing Mega Man X on the SNES in the original SNES cartridge.
I did not hear that. No.
Yeah, so apparently I Am 8-Bit partnered with Capcom on Street Fighter 2, I think.
Okay.
For its 30th anniversary or something
right,
like that.
They're doing a big thing for that.
Yeah, exactly. So they did that, and they made 8,500 copies of this thing for the original console that it was on. And so they're doing the same thing to celebrate the 30th anniversary of Mega Man.
Oh.
So there's only going to be 8,500 of these things, and 1,000 of them, and it's all randomly done, but 1,000 of them are going to be on this glow-in-the-dark blue cartridge, and the rest are going to be on this light blue.
Wow, fans are going to go ballistic.
Right? And it's all random. You can't specifically pre-order.
Oh, so it's luck
it's
of the
luck of the
draw.
draw.
Oh boy.
Yeah, so I can just see eBay
It's
exploding with these things. They're gonna go for thousands of dollars. But so there's some news.
I just looked at the Legacy Collection for the first time the other day.
Right?
Just I am so bad.
Oh no.
So I thought I'd get that out there.
Mega Man is it still haunts me playing through some of the Mega Man games. Like even I fired up Mega, so I have the SNES Classic that I
Right.
inherited recently, and I fired up like Mega Man on there, and I got like, oh man, it was like 4th level, and I'm going, how did I do this as a kid?
I know, I was so much better.
Yeah, I know. It's terrible. It's just a sign we're getting old. But anyway, we could talk all night about video games. But so that's kind of where we're going, what we're doing. And we'll have some more tidbits along the way of kind of where Roll the Level is headed. We are excited. God is doing some cool things and opening up some neat doors, and we're excited to share that. But that's all we have time for tonight.
Yep.
So we want to thank you so much for watching this video with us and being a part of this conversation and this dialogue. And we look forward to seeing you next time.